Email is still the backbone of marketing, but if you're only relying on it, you're leaving sales on the table. Customers don't just live in their inbox anymore. They're browsing the web, engaging on social, and chatting on their phone. In this video, I'll show you the 5 other channels you need to combine with email to double your sales. And the best part is you can manage them all from one tool. The tool we'll be using is Brevo, and you can create a free account. Just click the link in the description down below, hit sign up for free, and you can sign up with Google or Apple or enter your email. It takes a few seconds. As I said, email is still the backbone of marketing, and what I'm showing today builds on top of email. So I'm going to assume that you're already sending those broadcast marketing emails and you have some basic automations when people are signing up for your lists. And so you're sending them those sequences or transactional emails to respond to them. If you're not doing that, I actually have a full video right here on the channel that you can watch after that walks you through how to do everything step by step and set up your whole email strategy, because yes, Brevo does let you of course do marketing emails and automated emails, but that's not the focus of today's video. So the first channel that's going to help you double your sales that you can add to complement your email strategy is website chat. Most people think about their website like a static brochure, like it's some flyer they dropped somewhere and it's just one-way communication. That's not the case at all. In fact, you should look at your website like a store that your customers walk into. Think about it like this. If you walk into a store and there's no one there to help you, are you more or less likely to buy? Of course, less likely to buy. And that's exactly the experience you give people when they hop on your website and there's no one there to get help from. I'm not talking about they can submit some contact form and maybe you get back to them in 2 days or something like that. No, I'm talking about instant help, like if they walked into the store right now. And with Brevo, you just drop a single code snippet on your website and you instantly get live chat. And when someone chats with you, yes, introduce yourself. My name is Mike. Let's say our name is Mike. And so, can you help me? And then right within Brevo, in our conversation section, we can see this message thread, we can see their contact information, we can see where they're from, and we can respond back, hey Mike, and Mike gets it right there. So this way, your website goes from being a static brochure to a live sales experience for your most qualified customers, who are the people who've gotten to your website and are almost ready to buy because that's why they're on your site. The second channel you can add to your marketing strategy that almost nobody is using and even knows about really is push notifications. So Brevo gives you a single line of code that you add to your website, and then people can subscribe for updates on their computer or on their phone. And once they subscribe, then you can send all of those subscribers messages that show up in their notifications on their phone and in their desktop browser like this. So you can push anything you want. So here I'm pushing one of my latest videos. You can have links and images and everything. And what makes this so powerful is you don't need someone's contact information in order to send these push notifications. It's actually tied to their device or browser. So this means that you can finally target anonymous traffic as long as they just hit that one button that says subscribe. The next channel you definitely need to be adding to your strategy is social media direct messages. So you're probably already on social channels like Instagram and Facebook, and people are DMing you, but the chances are you're not responding because you just don't have time to check all of these different inboxes. You got to check your email, you got to check these social messages and everything. So what Brevo does is it actually just centralizes all of those messages for you. So right here in our centralized inbox, you can see all the Instagram messages I'm receiving, the Facebook messages, and you can simply write back to them. So this way it makes it really easy to stay on top of your social media following. And of course, social is one of the best ways to attract new customers. The fourth channel you want to use is direct messaging on your customers' phones. I'm talking about text messages, SMS, and WhatsApp. Let's face it, these days we're more on our phones than we are our computers. And while everyone still has email, a more personal and direct way to communicate with someone is actually text and WhatsApp. In fact, studies show over 90% open rates within the first minute. No other channel guarantees visibility like this. And with Brevo, it's incredibly easy to create these SMS and WhatsApp campaigns. You just type your message, select your recipients, and send it. And so you can see I received it right there. And WhatsApp works the exact same. You just build your campaign right in Brevo, set it up, create a template, and you do have to send the template to Meta for approval. They're going to approve it really quickly. Also with text messages, depending on where you live, you might actually have to send it out to approval. But once that gets approved pretty quickly, then you can just send them out and you can respond directly to those WhatsApp messages in your unified inbox. So all your communications are always in one place. In fact, you can even see your emails in there, because at the end of the day, what's the point of doing this whole multi-channel strategy if you got to manage all of these different communication points? You're just going to drop the ball on them. But SMS and WhatsApp are the fastest way to get your message across and actually be seen. The last channel you definitely want to add with email is phone. Look, a lot of people these days, they don't want to pick up the phone anymore when it comes to making sales. Everything now is over digital communications, but there's something about getting someone on the phone. There's no other communication channel that can cut through the noise and really get the deal done. So for your warmest leads and the ones where you're almost ready to close, there's nothing like getting on the phone. And even a well-placed phone call, even a cold call can work if you find the person at the right time. And for your most important customers, there's nothing that says I'm here to support you than giving them a phone number they can call and reach you during your business hours to get immediate help. Now, of course, you don't want to give them your personal phone number, and that's where Brevo's phone feature comes in. So you create a Brevo phone number in a few seconds and you can start to make phone calls, and you can even receive phone calls right here on your browser or within the Brevo iOS and Android app. So you have your Brevo phone app on your phone, and so you can make and receive calls just like you would with a real phone. And there's all sorts of features with voicemail and everything else you expect. So those are the 5 channels you should be adding alongside email if you want to double your sales. The reality is today's buyers don't make a decision after just one touch. Usually takes multiple interactions before somebody's ready to buy. By showing up across different channels, you give yourself more chances to engage and you meet your customers where they feel comfortable buying. It's not just about pushing more messages. It's about being customer centric and letting them choose how they want to interact with your business. The best part is Brevo brings all of these channels together in one simple dashboard so you don't have to juggle multiple tools. If you're ready to try it out, click the link below and you can create a free account in a few seconds.